Hello, welcome family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, today is the day that we all been waiting for, right? No, I'm just kidding. It's not the day we all been waiting for. But guys, I try to put a little humor into these videos from time to time, even though I got a very dry humor. I'm an IT guy, so you can't expect anything else, right? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the new subscribers. So guys, we're on our way to 3,000 sub. Okay, right now we at 2,126 sub to be exact. It might be 28. It was 28 yesterday when I checked it. I didn't check it today. I just remember what the number is. Okay, so we're on our way to 3,000 subs. Slow motion, but I appreciate all the love, all the support, guys. Remember to join the Discord. Okay, I start talking about this now in the beginning. I'm trying to remember stuff. All right. Your boy's getting old. Okay, remember to join the Discord. Okay, we got a few people in the Discord. Okay, guys, start a conversation, ask questions in the Discord. Don't be scared. Okay, this is what we need to do to grow this community. Okay, ask questions in the general conversation stuff. And is there anything you guys want me to add to the Discord? Let me know so I can add it. Eventually, like I keep saying, right, I want somebody else to be part of this that would do similar to what I'm doing. So the day I can't make videos, we will have somebody else making videos, because we have a bunch of you guys, over 2,000 plus of you guys, that I know got some portfolio that probably almost make more money than I do, or if not more money than I do, not almost. Okay, so I know the other brother who just posted the other day, he said he was almost like at 40 grand a month. So I mean, this portfolio go up and down. So if he have almost at 40 grand a month, in a month or so, he's gonna be making more money than I'm making right now. Okay, so I'm no expert. I've been doing this for 5+ years, but you know what? I'm kind of slowing down because at some point, trying to diversify my portfolio a little bit more, because I come from investing in 2-3% yield. Okay, that's why you guys see me cutting back on some of those lower yields, right, and reinvesting the money. That's why I don't have to put money into my portfolio, because I have over 100 something positions. Guys, remember, this is not financial advice, okay? I'm just a 51-year-old guy, soon to be 52-year-old. Wow, I want to be 52-year-old soon. Can you guys believe that? In about 5 days, I want to be 52. Man, anyway, I'll be 52 years old in 5 days, and I'll be saying just a 52-year-old guy making a video about my portfolio. Okay, guys, so let's get down to business, okay? Because today, you guys gonna see. Today the market is doing that what it usually does, right? It looks like it's kind of red and green in the middle there somewhere. But we don't want to invest in S&P 500. We invest in the other platform, the Russell, the Nasdaq, all this other stuff. We invest in those too. So of course, but we put our portfolio up against the S&P 500, because S&P 500 is it's the best thing to slice bread. Okay, guys, so I hope, unlike me, myself, I hope you guys' portfolio is doing good, okay? Because the last few days, my Fidelity portfolio is down about 11 grand. That is ridiculous, $11,000. Now, we got some of that money back, and then today again, when I was like, okay, well, we're doing pretty good, and we're down again today. So I mean, it's part of the thing, right? Like I always say, I wish I had more money to invest on the days that the market is down. But you know what? You see Google, Tesla, those guys are down. Okay, so if they can be down, I guess we can be okay, right? No, because they're down on me, we gotta be down. We ain't gonna accept that. All right, let's talk about some crypto, guys. Okay, crypto. Look at Bitcoins. Bitcoin is down. Ethereum is down below 3,000. XRP look like they're up a little percentage, 0.1%. Now they just went back down to 0.10%. The stuff go up and down. Okay, guys. What else you guys have here? I know my cousin told me he got some Dogecoin, but I keep telling you, dude, when the Dogecoin goes down, you got to buy more Dogecoin. Dogecoin is not going away anytime soon. Dogecoin is ranked number 8. Okay. Dogecoin is ranked number 8, so they're not going anywhere. Let's go Doge right there. All right, that's low faster. Dogecoin, the market cap for Dogecoin is $36.54 billion. That's with a B. $billion. Okay, they're ranked number 8. These are the platforms where you can buy Dogecoin. Dogecoin is not going anywhere. Okay, guys, it's not going anywhere. So if you got your money in Dogecoin, right? You see this right going sideways, the downward, the opposite direction. Add a little bit more money in there. Okay, in the last 24 hours, right? They've done $1.83 billion in business in 24 hours. That's a lot of money, guys. Okay, that's a whole company GDP right there. Company, whole country GDP right there. They've done that in 24 hours. So that's ridiculous. So don't be scared when the market goes down, especially if you're investing for a long term. Not investing so I'm gonna get rich tomorrow. Then you're in the wrong business, because that don't happen all the time. It do happen to some people, but it don't happen all the time. So you have to invest knowing that, hey, you know, I'm investing for long term and 5-10 years period, right? And have steps in your investment strategy to where you like, you know what, when I get to this point I'm okay, when I get to this point I'm okay. That's how you do it. You don't just say, oh, I want to make $1 million and then that's it. So when you make $1 million, like I always say, what happened after that? Right? So what happens after you make that $1 million? What you gonna do with the money? How you gonna keep that money? How you gonna turn that million into 2, into 3, into 4 million? If you don't have that, you're still poor, because you're gonna lose all that money if you don't have a way, a strategy on how to grow that money or keep that money from going to zero. Because as soon as you got $1 million, when you take $1,000 from that, now you got 999. Okay, because you already moved 1,000, right? So guys, you gotta be able to think, say, what I need to do. What do I need to do once I get to this money? And you gotta have that plan before you get to it, right? You gotta have a plan. You gotta always have that plan. What you're gonna do before you get to that million. Because if you don't have a plan, then you got problems. So we're expecting dividends in here tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Friday. We're expecting dividends in here tomorrow. We expect dividend in here tomorrow, and we're going to see how things are going to go. Right now, I mean, you see the portfolio drop down a little bit to 445, 545, 18, but I mean, it's all good, right? We're going to have some dividend coming in here. We just need to leave $3 in there to cover the platform fee, right? And at some point, you guys, I would be getting rid of this stuff. I know I say that all the time, but at some point, I will close this account. But I believe when I close this account, I either have to sell, because if I do a transfer, I have to pay, I think it's like $70 something to transfer. And this account is not big enough for me to get my money back from whoever I'm going to transfer it to. So I would just have to sell. And only a couple of things are down right now, Ybit and Misty. Those are the only 2 things are down. And only down for like $1.39 there, and $3.54, almost $5. So I can sell that. I can sell everything, right, and just transfer the money out of there. It's just $5. It's not a big deal. Once I put that into another account, right, and put that maybe into just 1 or 2 positions, right, that $500. Let's say if I put that $500 into Misty, right, that would be able to generate me. I would make more than $5 before Misty pays. So, or AIYY or something like that. You know, I'm gonna make that $5 back on the first dividend if I just put that into 1 position. I'm talking about spreading it out. I mean, you know, so I'll make that back, and then we can do away with this guy. The only reason I keep this stuff here because it's a reminder, right, from where I started. From where I started since February 2020, right? That's when your boy started. So that's the reason, more than anything else, that's the reason I keep this as a record. Even though I have a video, right, that I did that's currently on this platform, right, about this portfolio. Back then I had a couple $1,000s in there. I have a video about that. So when I first started, so it's a record of it, but I guess it's sentimental, right? So I keep that, and I got my start in dividend investing on the M1 platform. So as I learned and I realized, I'm like, no, this is not going to work for me. I need to be on another platform. So I don't see how people will have $500,000, $600,000 and they still invest in M1. I mean, I see it because it's kind of set and forget it. If you're investing in safer funds, not these high yield, then yeah, it's okay. But if you're investing in high yield dividend like we are, I definitely don't recommend it. Okay, guys. What to go on there? This shirt is scratching me. So let's go down here. So I know I'm gonna do this when I get back home. I might have to go home when I come back from DR, and then maybe come back because I got some stuff I need to take care of back home. So I have to go home. But this is our new portfolio. So the market is down today. We're about $800 something, and we're down 8,000, and we're down by $200. Okay, and as you can see, over here it's like $2 and some change, and mostly we are down on Misty, right? Because I bought at 27 and Misty is at 26. Okay, but this is where we are. And the good thing about this account, there's no margin, so I don't have to worry about margin calls. And this account is still going to generate me between $600 a month. Okay, and I just need to get a little bit more in there to pay for my car note, and then that should be good. But I'm going to continue to add more money, of course. But this is what I want to show you guys. Okay, let's go. You see, we're down 3,000 plus. At some point, we're down more. And I have a margin call. I want to show you guys this. Okay, I didn't put in the money here because I spent that $1,300 was in there yesterday, and I bought more Misty, and I'm not gonna add no money in there today because tomorrow, the money gonna come in at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, sometime Saturday morning early, the fund's gonna get in there, right? And it's gonna cover. Excuse me. It's going to cover this amount. Now, at some point, I might need to add a little bit more because it might not be enough money. But this is the first time I got this like this. Usually, I just get the warning. But it's the first time I really got a margin call. And I wanted for you guys to see this. When I log into my account this morning, it wasn't there. Then before the market opened, this happened. So I was like, I'm going to show you guys. And before a long point of time, I did not use margins, but trying to grow my portfolio, I decided to use margins, and that's part of the reason I transferred this charge swap portfolio over to Fidelity, because I didn't want to have 3 portfolio with margins. And I talked about this to my cousin the other day. I was like, man, we're just eating. I was like, and I'm asking, he like, what is margins? I was like, cuz, what do you think? Because I've been talking to him about stocks and stuff like that. He just opened his account, his dividend account, from watching the videos and stuff. So I was just sitting there talking. I was like, "Cuz, what do you think if I?" And I said, "No, forget it." He said, "What?" I said, "What do you think if I just move my portfolio with Robinhood to Fidelity, and then once that everything clears up, I can just start fresh and open up another portfolio without margins?" Then he like, what is margins? Of course, then I had to explain to him, basically in layman terms, okay? And he like, oh, okay. But he like, I don't know. I mean, he didn't know, but he was around me when that thought came, and usually I would just talk to myself. I guess the people say I'm crazy. Usually I was just like, should I do this? I'm like, nah. I'll forget about it, and then sometime when I'm making a call, like when I'm doing the videos like today, I would say, guys, I'm thinking about doing this. So this been something that's been bothering me, right? And I'm like, I should do it. I mean, and the other reason is my margin interest with Fidelity is like 10%. My margin interest with Robinhood is like 5%. So it's like a 5% difference. But I have a larger portfolio with Fidelity with a little bit more buffer. And if I move this portfolio to Fidelity, that means this $10,000 I get coming out of this portfolio now will be moved to Fidelity, and including all of the amount, the margin amount will be moved to Fidelity. Of course, it's going to throw my portfolio in a little monkey wrench because of, let me show you guys. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It is a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. It's my cost for Misty. My cost for Misty on here is a little bit higher than on the other portfolio. Okay, and I did sell some crypto because I'm trying to get rid of it. So I sold some crypto. I had an 8,000 something. I sold down to 4,000 because I don't want to sell in the red. So I did sell some crypto, and that's why I got the 13,000 extra. All right, so as we go down, right, these things are in 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, Tesla 3,000, right? But look at the Misty. Misty is, I got a 39 to 26. Okay, difference in the price. So if I add this to the other portfolio, of course the cost value, average cost is going to be higher. My average cost on the other one, I think it's like 31 to 20 something, right? So it's not as big a gap compared to this one. But if I do add it, that would change the gap, right? It will be a little bit more higher. I guess it, in essence, doesn't really matter because I'm still buying more Misty, right? One of the guys asked about a new position that YieldMax just, they're just throwing stuff out every week. There's a new thing they're throwing out. At this point, I think I'm comfortable. I'm okay with what I have in my portfolio. I need to make sure my portfolio across the board is similar, but for the most part, I'm comfortable with what I got in my portfolio. I don't want to add nothing else, especially something from YieldMax right now, right? I need to build a little bit more on everything else that I have in the portfolio, and too much of everything that says what I come from is not good. So having, what I think is good, what I think is decent, if it gets to where I think that's going to be a problem, then I'll sell. Maybe I'll add something new. But I don't want to have too many, all of them. I don't want to have all of them, okay? Because some of them, anyway, you guys know, you guys watch the content, you guys invest. For the new people, I'm not trying to confuse anybody, okay? So it's easy to get confused when you're new and I'm talking about stuff that you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to end that conversation there. But in the meantime, between time, right, mentally, that's a plan to move this portfolio to Fidelity, okay? And I think it's a good idea, right? Because I can start this portfolio brand new, and when the income come in, just like I'm moving income to Charles Schwab, I will move money to Fidelity, right? And all of this $40-some thousand is going to be in that one portfolio. So as we add more money to that portfolio, it's going to just, well, not add more money, as I sell some of the positions in the portfolio, right? To cut them down to 100, I think I still got about 40 more positions to sell. So imagine, I still got about 40 more positions to sell based on when I do my update in Snowball. Snowball tell me I have 140 something positions. I'm trying to get them down to 100. Okay, and half of those are high yields, right? We got the YieldMax, we got Curve, we got Defiance, and we got Roundhill mixed up between. It's not a lot of Roundhill and Defiance, but I have them mixed up between there. So trying to get those positions down, it can take some time, right? Because I've been selling and reinvesting the funds, but I have a lot of them. So that's why I was telling you guys, I would not need to add any more money into my Fidelity portfolio because all I got to do is just sell the lower yield, and that money go into high yield, and that increased the dividend automatically. That's an increase the dividend. So, and most of those positions, I mean, anywhere from $200 to $1,000 to $3,000, right? So if we add those up, I mean, I got somewhere between 25 to 30-some thousand dollars in there that I'm going to be selling and reinvesting into some higher yield. Okay, guys. So I know I get to talking sometime and I just get carried away. But that's where we are, guys. So I am working on selling these cryptos. The only reason I haven't sold because I don't want to take a loss on these things. And right now the crypto market is down. So when it come back up, now I'm only selling crypto in this portfolio. That's it. I got 3 other portfolios that have cryptos in them. Is it 3 or 2? Yeah, 3. I got 3 other portfolios that have crypto in them, and that's it, right? And of course, I do add to my crypto portfolio on the other portfolios that I have. I don't do it a lot. I mean, I might add $25 a month to each one of them, just a little bit. Whether they're up or down, I add to that, right? I mean, it's just something I've been doing for a long time, and over time, the money adds up. If I have extra money, then I'll add more. But I gotta tell you guys, only put into crypto what you're willing to lose, because one minute it can be high, the next minute it can be low. So if you're not willing to lose that money, do not put it into crypto. All right. Okay, let's go back up. And this what I got. You see the margins is 68, almost $70,000, and I'm 50 is down big time, and we got 4,000 worth of crypto. I don't want this number flipping around like this. I don't like that, right? So this is the reason I'm like, I need to get this, and this is my daughter's portfolio for her university. So I need to make sure that everything is good with her student loan. Once that is taken care of and that document is signed, and she told me, Daddy, my student loan is good, we're going to be transferring this portfolio over to Fidelity. And once it's going to take a week or so, once everything clears up, I'm going to start putting money back into the portfolio. Now, I just said I didn't want to sell crypto in the red, right? But when the time comes and I get ready to move, if crypto is still low, I will sell crypto and move the portfolio anyway, because there's something I want to get done, because it's heavy on my heart. And in the beginning, when you're growing something, you just want to grow. But at some point, you're like, okay, I need to make adjustments. Now, if the market was good, right, and the portfolios keep going up, and I don't have to worry about margins and moving money and putting into the portfolio, I won't care, right? Because this month we should get about $10,000 into this portfolio. So, and the other thing is, like I said, we'll see how it goes, because I might not do it, but this is what I want to do. And if I don't touch the money, right, if I just invest some or just let it sit there and block out, I can block out my spending level on margins, right? Let's say my margin right now is 68,000. Okay, I can go in there and say and set it to, let's say, $70,000. So my margin would not go above that, right? That means I won't spend no more thing. Anything above that margins, it would not be spent. No matter how much money I put in there, that will be my cap for margins. Okay, so this is one way to grow the portfolio. And as the money come in, right, as the money come in, that will bring down the margin, and I can go back and adjust it lower and lower to where the margins goes away. Now that's another option, but I need to see how things gonna go for the month of February, right? I'm gonna try not to spend too. I'm gonna try not to buy too much, even though I'm trying to get the portfolio, some of the stuff in the portfolio, to 1,000 shares. But I'm gonna try not to spend the entire 10,000. Maybe I'll spend 2,000 or 3,000 this month and the next month. Kind of break it out and bring down the margins. I've been talking about this, but once we do it and you guys can see it, then maybe some people will understand. So if that works too, I would not mess with it. I won't move it. I would just leave it there, right, and bring down the margins, because it's really what I want to do. Bring down the margins. I mean, I'm trying to get it to $20-some thousand a month, but $10,000 a month is still good, because I just need 2 months to pay her tuition instead of 1 month to pay for the entire year. I mean, it's not a big deal, okay? But having 3 accounts with margins I didn't want, that's why I moved the Fidelity account over. I mean, the Charles Schwab account over, right, to take the margin away. Now that it's gone, we got 1 account, we got 2 accounts with margins, And for now, because I spent the money that came in, the little bit of money that was there, I spent. So we got a margin call, but come Friday, we get paid tomorrow. So at some point, that money gonna settle into the account, and that would take away the margin call. Okay, guys. So I don't want to say, oh, I don't want to hear, oh, guys, Edwin, da, da, da. I know exactly what I'm doing, right? I do this every Wednesday, whatever I have in my portfolio, I spend because I know I get paid on Friday. Now, and I have a huge amount of um, Corning and Alti. So I can even transfer money from my other portfolio into this account and it gets there right away. So I'm not worried about it. Okay, guys. I spent enough time on this. Let's get to Snowball. Now, I talked about this the other day. So this right here is Snowball. This is not an actual portfolio. This just track my Fidelity and Robinhood portfolio. Right now, let me make sure I'm on Robinhood. So we just talk about Robinhood. I don't need to show you guys Robinhood because we just talk about that. So this tracks my Fidelity portfolio and my Robinhood portfolio. But right now we're looking at Fidelity. But this is not an actual portfolio. I cannot buy nothing in here. I cannot sell nothing in here. So when I say this is not a portfolio, this is what I mean by that. Okay? I can't buy, sell nothing to this app. All I do is just track my income, track my percentage, track my dividend. It's basically another track. It's a tracker, right? That's what it is. Okay? They don't have that option. Why? If they do, I don't know about it. Where I can buy from here. So this pretty much just shows me what I bought, income I have coming in, stuff like that. As you can see, the income went up. Of course, this is going to be different from this, right? It's not going to match up. Even my other tracker, they don't match up. Sometimes they will come close, but it's very rare that they will actually match up, even though they got the same identical information in there, but they never match up. Okay, guys. So when I say this is not a portfolio, that's what I mean, right? I'm just using this because I told you guys I wasn't showing you guys my Fidelity portfolio anymore. There might come a point where I will show you guys snippet of the portfolio, but for now, you guys are going to just see Charles Schwab, M1 Antilles Move, and Robinhood. You guys are going to see this portfolio. And if, you guys is not happy with that, you know what you can do. Okay, guys, so this is what we got. All right, so let's get to my div tracker. All right, let me try to see if I can update this bad boy real quick. I didn't really buy nothing in here today, so I don't know. And you guys know I get dividend all the time, so when those little dividend come in, they automatically reinvest if it's under 1,000 shares. So I do have things that come in that buy automatically that I don't have to deal with, right? Like what was that? Yesterday, we were out having dinner, and I got a dividend from what was it from? I got a dividend from. It was in my Robinhood portfolio. I think it was JP or JepQ, one of those guys. And my other cousins say, "Man, we were here eating and you getting paid." I was like, "Yep, this is what I've been trying to tell y'all." Okay, and that's basically what it is, right? You see, okay, so it updated a little bit, right? If I'm not tripping. It looked like updated a little bit. Um, yeah, that updated. How is that number? Is it me or I guess it's me? Let me refresh this again because you see how that number changed. I know you guys saw that, right? I'm not going crazy. That was a 6. You see, I know you guys seen that. I'm not going crazy because that thing said it was a 6. This number didn't change, but that number changed. Oh my gosh. See, this is what I be talking about. And of course, I'm a little tired because I got to get up early this morning to take my cousin down to the airport. But I know I'm not seeing things. That was a 6 in front of the stuff. I think it was like 618, whatever it is, and I refreshed it, and then boom, it went away. But maybe that's the actual amount because Robinhood only showing half of what is in the actual portfolio. So that could be what it is. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter at this point, right? We good to go. So guys, you see the portfolio is at $467,000 in income. Now, I am ecstatic about that, right? And we're growing gradually, okay? I know we kind of speed up 6 months to get here, right? And the new year, I mean, we're still going. Uh, The goal is to get to that 60K. And right now we have 40, so it feels good to know that we're only $20,000 away. We're only 20, well now it's like 19, right? I think yesterday I checked. Yesterday was 19. I haven't checked this thing today. This is the first time I'm playing with this today. So usually I will come and check this before I start. But today one of the days I didn't get a chance to do it. I just came back from having dinner. I mean lunch, and I'm like, let me do the video, and hopefully I'll get done before the market close. I'll get done wrapped the market close. But it is what it is. So this is where we are right now. All right. And you can see the yield is 83.59% yield, and the yield on cost is 69.14. So I mean that is high, right? People are like, that's crazy. But I remember back in the day when I used to be nervous if I had a 7% or 8% yield, and when I was like doing my 3 or 4%. Now I've got almost 100% yield, and I can sleep good at night. That is amazing, guys. Okay. So you can see on the low end we got 42.1, right? On the high end we got 42.6, and then on average we got 42.3. So we're gonna go with the average 42.3, or 41 over 42, whatever. It doesn't matter. But we got 46. We got 42. We were at 41 yesterday, so we went up to 42. I am happy about that. The reason being because the amount of money that we're supposed to get from Coney already been calculated into this. Now I don't know by the time the money come in if it's gonna drop or not, but it's holding on. So it can drop down to 35K or whatever if something changed. The market kind of crazy right now with the dividend going up and down, and with Bitcoin's dropping, we don't know what Misty gonna pay next week. So we got kind of low last week. I mean, last year, was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. I think so. We're in January, February now. So that was this year. But the last one was low, right? Guys, I'll tell you, I'm tired. The last dividend was kind of low compared to the other ones, right? Well, less than $3. So I don't know if I would get the same dividend or more or less. So if that happens, because the dividend is being calculated based on what we got the last time, if that happens, this definitely is going to go down. But if the dividend continue to go up, let's say we get 350 or 250, 50 cents more than what we get the last time, this dividend is going to go up. Okay, this is going to go up. All right. And by the time I sell a few of those other positions and reinvest them into this position, we're definitely going to be close to 50. And thinking about this, right? I said this a bunch of times that for me, 100K is the real goal. But just to be realistic, right? I made it 60K because realistically, yes, I can get to 60 faster because I got to get to 60 if I get 100. But I know it's possible that we could get to 60K. And I wanted to be, for my mind and all that stuff, I wanted to be sure that everything was okay and not stressing because I'm trying to grow the portfolio and miss something. That's why I kind of slow things down a little bit and just not rushing to like, okay, we're just going to reinvest, and not paying attention to the portfolio because I got other things that I do in my life other than just growing the portfolio to get more income, right? But I mean, eventually we're going to get there. And you guys know when I get to 60K a month, I want to get my supercar. So, but I might push it until we get to 100K. I do things sometimes when I feel it's right. And if I get to 60K and I feel like okay, 60K a month is not enough for me to buy a supercar, then I'll wait because I've been telling you guys I am trying to pay down the loan that I got to pay for this apartment. I'm trying to pay that loan off. So that's more of a priority than getting a car. Okay, I got a car here in Colombia. I got 4 cars back in the U.S. and a motorcycle. I can't drive all of them at the same time. Okay, and one of them cars is a classic. The other one's soon to be a classic. That's 10 years. So guys, I got a lot of stuff going on, and some things can be priority for other people, and then for other people, some things is not priority, right? And a car It's something that I want, but I don't need because I have a few of them. So priority for me would be paying down the money that I got for this property. And guess what? Once I do that, that's just going to increase my net worth, right? Guys, you got to remember, you got to use the net worth trackers in the description also to add your stuff to the tracker and see where you are for your net worth. All everything, not just add one thing. Add everything you own, right? Minus what you owe will tell you what your value is. Okay? So if I can pay down that $100 and something thousand, my net worth gonna go to 1.2 million. Just by paying that debt, it's gonna go to 1.2 by itself. Okay, and I'm not even adding the growth, right? Because I checked it this morning, right, and it went up by 10 grand. Even though we're down in the market, it went up by 10,000. Right? I checked it every month. Now I check it every month. So I check it this morning, and then I'll check it again another month from now. Or if I feel like, sometimes I don't do it. If I feel like I need to check it, I'm like, okay, I haven't checked my millionaire status. Let me see what I have, what I pay down, and then something that I have to go in and manually adjust because everything don't manually don't it's not automated where it updates. So some of the stuff I have to add it manually. So I have to go down and manually adjust what I pay down and all that stuff. Look at the bill and adjust it. Right? So that goes down. And then my net worth goes up. So, I mean, soon, by the time we hit 500,000, my net worth should be over 1.2 million. Right? And just by doing what I'm doing every day, this basic stuff I'm doing that I talk about every day. Okay, guys? All right. So this is where we are. Now, my little bitty portfolio that Chucky, is almost at $700. Almost. Now, this is enough to pay for my Tesla. So, we're gonna get it over the hump, right? We're gonna get paid tomorrow in this portfolio, and once that money hit this portfolio, whatever it is, $20, $30, we spending all of it on that same day. We buying more Misty because Misty is down. We're buying more Misty. Misty have the highest. We have the highest amount of stuff in the portfolio is Misty. So we're gonna buy more Misty. You know, Misty. I mean, it's probably gonna go down some more because it's gonna be paying next week. But I don't care. We're just gonna buy it. Well, we got the money right now, and then, but when that time comes, we're gonna buy more. Once we get that money again, we're gonna buy more. Okay, because I'm getting that working that Misty to 1,000 shares, and then I'll go to whatever next. Okay, then I might do multiple at a time, especially some of them that cost less. But yeah, guys, this is how we're doing it. Okay, and we are 31K in here. So if I move that 10,000, whatever it is, from here, 31K, 31.4, we 10 here. Yeah, we 10, and we 10. So if I move this from here over there, that's 41.8 right there, almost 42, and that's, you know, you got to count the little money we're getting here, 600, and then we're getting a little $30-$40 from in here, 20 some dollars. What it is, $34. So I mean, this is what it's about, guys. Okay, let me go to my favorite tab among all of this thing. Let's see how much it changed. So we had 20 million in 10 years, and we at 5,814,230 dollars. I'm like, I getting hot right now just thinking about that. This is a lot of money, okay, guys. This is a lot of money from anybody. Okay, I'm just a regular guy. Can you imagine me making $5 million a year? That is crazy, y'all. $5 million a year. How do I? All right, let me do this. 5814230. Right? It's in the calculator right there, and I'm gonna divide this by 12. So that's almost. No. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Let me see, equals. And Did I do that right? If I did this right, that would be paying like 400 and some $1,000 a month. Really? If I did that right, I don't think I did it right though. But if I did it right, oh, I just messed it up. Shoot. Uh, Let me do it again. 5, 8, 1, 4, 2, 3, 0. Divide by 12. What is that? Yeah, so divide by 12, that's 400. So that's like $484,000 a month. What am I going to do with that kind of money? Guys, that's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, because just 1% of that is a lot. Anyway, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. If I have motivated one person today, today to start investing, then I've done what I'm here, what I came on this channel to do, right? That was to motivate people to invest. Now, guys, I don't just invest in high yield. I invest in regular yield, S&P, Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats. I talk about those all the time. So you can come and say, oh, all he talk about is high yield. No, I don't want to invest in high yield. If you look at my portfolio, I have a mixture of I call them extreme high yield because some of them over 80%, right? Some of them over 100%. Extreme high yield, and mid yield, and lower yield. So there's 4 categories, right? The low, mid, high, extreme high. That's me. Everybody else call them high yield and low yield, right? But that's how I kind of break it down, because it's kind of tiers to these things, right? So if you look at my portfolio, you'll see I have all of those in there. And there's a reason why I do that, because I want to be able to sleep at night. Okay? I want to be able to sleep comfortably and not worry about what's going on with my portfolio. So guys, do the same, but do what works for you. Do what works for you. I'm not knocking anybody, okay? Because the bottom line, we are all here to make money. So as the portfolio grows, we get bigger, more money. There's that more money, more problems. But for us, it's more money, less problems. Guys, I'm a dividend passport bro. I'm a passport bro. I travel the world. I live. I enjoy myself, and I enjoy my family. Okay, I give back to my family, and God have blessed me to be able to give back to my kids. I got girls, so of course, I got to make sure they're taken care of. They're successful, so they're never gonna need a man. Maybe that's a bad thing for you fellas out there, but they're never gonna need a man for money. They're gonna need a man for love, compassion, and that's it, but not for money, because their daddy is doing what he needs to do right now, so they can be set for life, generational wealth for their children, their children, children, and the children, children. Now, if they mess that up, I'm gonna come back and hunt them down from my grave. So, guys, remember to like, share the content. Okay, as always, this is not financial advice. Invest in your future, because what? There is nobody gonna care more about your money than you. Okay, I had a couple of people, about 4 or 5 people, that come ask me in the last month. Okay, and if I can give you my money so you can invest for me, I don't need that stress. Because now if I invest for you when the market go down, I'm like, oh gosh, what's going to happen? But if my money, I'm cool. But somebody else's money, now I got another worry that I didn't have before, because I'm worried about this person's money. No, I don't want to do that. Open your own account. Take the risk on your own accord. You don't have to invest in the high yield stuff. You can invest in lower yield, mid yield, and high yield. You can do whatever you want. But I'm not taking your money to invest for you. Okay, I'm not a Forex guy or whatever that I need to take money to grow people's account, stuff like that. No. All right? Enough about that, guys. Have a great day. Tomorrow is payday. Tomorrow we're collecting money. Okay? So I'm not even going to talk about how much money we're going to get tomorrow. But you guys going to see. And if we still have margin calls by tomorrow, that money going to be in there later. So I might still have margin calls tomorrow, depending on what time the funds drop. They don't drop early in the morning. They probably drop at night. But it is what it is. We just have to deal with it then. Okay, I love you guys. We're gonna do this tomorrow. Peace.